Hello everyone, Chris here with Platinum Reviews, and today we have the newest Platinum review for Marvel Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 5. Before we jump into that review, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Platinum review goodness. Spider-Man 2 had some big shoes to fill, coming in on the heels of Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man Miles Morales. Spider-Man 2 is a sequel that in hopes would showcase the power of the PS5 and push the series forward, swinging to new heights. Spider-Man 2 sees you playing as Peter Parker and Miles Morales, swapping through characters at certain parts in the story. Insomniac did a great job interweaving these two characters together without making it feel like one was taking the backseat to the other. After the events of the standalone Spider-Man Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2 takes you on a few journeys. Miles, no longer being new to being Spider-Man, trying to show himself that he is strong enough and doesn't need to rely on Pete, while in his personal life trying to maintain that Spider-Man Miles balance. Pete, on the other hand, gets reunited with his best friend Harry, with the hopes of finally finding a stable job and doing something he loves to do. However, nothing can prepare the Spider-Man for what was to come. With threats like Kraven and Venom, Pete and Miles have their work cut out for them. Kraven as a villain is really well done. The ever-lurking threat of impending doom and his thirst for the fight really makes him a standout villain. The Venom arc in the story is done really well too, with Venom feeling like an even bigger threat that pushes the Spider-Man heroes to their limits. I loved this story in Spider-Man 2. I do feel like Spider-Man 1 had a stronger story, but I couldn't find any real complaints with Spider-Man 2's story. It hit all the major points for me, pushing the individual character story arcs forward while giving each side character their moments to shine. Side quests in the game are done beautifully. Some of the best side quests that I've ever seen in a game. Multiple times during these quests, I found myself tearing up or even ugly crying. I know, crying, what? Damn you, Howard. That's all I gotta say about that. Also, a side quest has you play as Haley, Miles' deaf friend. How Insomniac handles this portion of the game so well, making all sounds muffled, people trying to talk to you and no audio coming through, was done so well and shed some light on how it would feel if you were deaf. Overall, a brilliant story and even better side quest is what makes Spider-Man 2 so special. Spider-Man 2 builds on the gameplay of the previous two games. First, allowing you to freely switch between Miles and Pete at almost any time. With loading being non-existent, you could be swinging with Pete on one side of New York and swap to Miles in another part in an instant. Insomniac used the power of the PS5 to make virtually no load times. The load times cleverly are disguised as Miles swinging into frame before you are able to take control of him, but it's almost instant and flows so well that it doesn't seem like loading. Fast travel also has no load times. It just goes to show how powerful the PS5's SSD is. Traversal was one of the high points of the Spider-Man series. Web swinging has always been near perfect from the start, but Insomniac pushed the traversal aspect forward by allowing the web suit. Now, besides swinging, Spidey can also use the web suit to glide around the city, using vents to boost him higher or airstreams to boost him further. Combat also gets a boost due to there being two separate characters, both having their own moveset and feeling so much different while maintaining the same feeling that you are Spider-Man. Stealth felt the same, and while not pushing that section forward, it was still a blast. Boss battles were epic and one of the best parts of the game. Each one felt unique and different in how to approach the fight. The overall scale felt like I was playing the icon battles in Final Fantasy XVI all over again. Spider-Man 2 looks gorgeous on PlayStation 5, from fights to character animations, to the bustling city streets. It truly is a marvelous time when Spider-Man is on. However, I did run into a lot of graphical glitches. Floating heads on the day before Halloween was quite spooky, which then led me to Spider-Man being invisible during a fight and a cutscene, which is always fun to figure out where you are, to turn around and have Spider-Man turn into a cube. That is right, the infamous cube happened with me. All these were good laughs, but affected the game's immersiveness, especially the floating head of Peter Parker and Miles dabbing Peter when he was invisible. Really took away from those moments in the story. These weren't the only glitches. I fell through the floor into water with missing buildings all around me. I ran into an invisible wall and died, not to mention the numerous game crashes. And I'll do my best to try and have most of these on the screen so you can see for yourself. But I do believe if it wasn't for all these glitches in the game, it would be damn near a 10 out of 10. But unfortunately, too many bugs caused too many problems for this friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I would give Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 5 an 8.5 out of 10. As far as the platinum is concerned, it is a very, very easy platinum. I'd probably give it a 2 out of 10. It's not hard. There are no missable trophies. You can collect everything after the story. I think the hardest ones are just getting the collectibles. And the hardest one that I would have thought was completing all Mysteria's Mysteriums, whatever those are called. But I would have thought you would have had to get gold on that. You do not have to get gold on all of them. You just have to complete them. So unfortunately, that did make it to where it's not as hard as I would have thought. But those, even getting gold, were very, very easy. If you guys have any questions about any of the trophies, let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you have any questions about the game in general, let me know. This has been Chris with Platinum Reviews. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more Platinum Reviews videos and content. I will catch you guys in the next video, and as always, keep getting those trophies.
Come to me.